Hello there. It's your boy, Tasty Cake. Okay, when I'm done with this, I'll decide if I can do as a podcast. But let's go over customers. I know, another rant. Got to throw in the rants. That's just all raves and ridiculousness. I don't... rants, raves and ridiculousness? No, it's not too long. Let's talk about customers. Got my notes down. It's going to be all random because it's all random stupidity anyway. Sunday morning of stupidity. So we open 7 a.m. every day. And why are people shopping at 7 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday? I mean, it's not just because it's Memorial Day weekend, which people only consider, having barbecues and lounging out and thereby spreading the virus even further because of their ignorance. But they don't care about people that died. No, of course not. People that gave up their lives for this country, like my uncle did on the last day of World War II. Last day. He would have passed by now, but at least he would have lived a decent life and see how things would be. How would things be different, between the three brothers, with only two surviving? How would that work out? Things that you know in a parallel universe, parallel Earth, which still trying to merge into to find out what it would have been like, what's history would be. Church people. Some are church people that come in early, then the rest come in later and whine and complain, why can't I buy alcohol? Well, because it's been 13 years since you could buy alcohol on Sunday, so don't say a damn word to me about, complaining about 12:30. See. Food stamps, that's, too many times over. Ignorant people, okay. Song I need to add to my list. Put that there. Tear that one up. Let's see. One of the cashiers got extra piercings in her ear. Oh my god. Yeah, like a safety pin stuck in your ear. Queen song, yeah. Someone, it was, I already left. Thursday afternoon, around 4-ish. My manager and assistant manager about to leave, and a customer noticed some guy was, had a buggy full. He's slowly stepping with the buggy, and called the manager right away, and assistant manager, and stopped the guy. Took the buggy. The guy ran out the door. My assistant manager ran after him, took a picture. Sadly, it was only a side profile, so you can see that it was an older black man, bald, very thick gray sideburns, and so this is all the police can go on by. That's what I see. Because otherwise they would have had a whole profile picture, not just a side profile, but a full picture of it. But this was all the only thing they had. But my manager did call the police beforehand, at the time. So because the information was the guy could not be arrested because he did not go out the door and steal the items of $667 worth of merchandise. This time included beer and meats. And suspected he's been doing this before. But with a crappy little picture like that, how am I supposed to do? But so maybe there is a better picture because the police said he can't arrest him for stealing, but there's a criminal trespassing against him, so he cannot come back to the store. But if none of us know what he looks like, just by this side picture here, that doesn't help me at all. I'm just saying. So that means police must have confronted him to say something like that. Another song, 3 songs I got to write down. Silly says that much, but we're so busy dealing with stupid people all day and stupid questions, not really paying attention that someone's walking outdoors. Like, we don't get paid enough for it. I certainly don't get paid enough for it. Lousy ass raise that I got. And just because I can go back to my work 5 days a week, I just don't want to anymore because it's not worth it. It's just, I don't know. Something else here. So a lady told me yesterday, or Saturday, told me Saturday, did we find an envelope of money? So I called my assistant manager. And he asked, when was it lost today? I said, no, it was last Wednesday. So over a week later, she asked if anyone found an envelope full of money, that it was a down payment for her mortgage. So we estimate here, you, me, and everyone else, estimate that a down payment for a mortgage with an envelope full of cash, could you estimate around $1,000? You know, up to, given the average $1,000 is in this envelope for a down payment towards a mortgage that she was carrying in her wallet and she lost? Did anyone turn it in? Hell no. Now, it's cameras everywhere, but you think we're going to go back over a week and a half to see if anyone picked it up, and who knows where they're from? Between all the was it 1, 2, 3, 4 surrounding cities and further on, because it's the word of mouth of everything. Someone sees an envelope, a big thick envelope, who knows where it was? Oh, of course they're going to pick it up and take it. That's more money to invest in what they want to, and you still use your food stamps. I told this to one of the cashiers, and she said that someone had an envelope of $700, dropped it, and she watched the camera. She knew what it was and kept it for a month. And he came back and said, "Did you lose money?" "Yeah." "How much was it?" $700. He gave it. She gave it to him. Did not even say thank you. Just took his money back. Ungrateful piece of garbage. So you know what? That would have been some nice pizza money for us, because the way that piece of garbage was like that. See, Friday sucked. It started the beginning of Memorial Day weekend. No longer Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It's Friday because of people that don't work and they get money from the government to do nothing. I did Instagram Live. Okay, it didn't work. No paper, no time to think. IDs now for alcohol and cigarettes. The machine pops up. The monitor comes up. We have to scan the back of the driver's license. So there's a little tiny barcode, very thin finger, top or bottom, based on how old the license is. It's a big bar, and it's supposed to have all your information on it. That's what it's designed for. So with the program now, you cover up the little tiny barcode, which looks like one. Looks like UPC. Scan this big old bar thing, and it'll determine, is it a legitimate license. So one person told the cashier, so she said, had to scan driver's license now for alcohol and cigarettes. "Well, if it's going to be like this, I'm not going to shop here anymore." Well, be that petty and stupid. They don't want to show IDs in the first place. "I'm old enough to do this. Well, we're not going to get fined, thousands of dollars, have the store shut down and be fired. Or because of ignorance of pieces of garbage like you, show your ID or get the out of my store. Simple as that. And at times they say, "Oh, having IDs in the car." Well, too bad. I always say that. Sorry. Too bad. Not going to sell it to you. They don't say anything. They can't. Say, "I'm following the rules. This is a law." So it's either city ordinance, state ordinance, county ordinance, who cares ordinance. It's the rules. You don't follow it, get out of my store. Let's see. Before I got there, it was like second year. We always had, you get cash back. You can buy a pack of gum and get $200 cash back, and just over and over. And I just started saying to the manager, "We can't do this. We're running out of money." And of course, cashing paychecks too, payroll checks. That was a hoot and a half. Thankfully, that changed because the banks came to us and said, you can't do this anymore. And someone was right in line doing that. I said, I wish you told me this morning because I already cashed out a big old check. That's from the same place down the road. They cash their payroll checks and they buy very small food. They stopped doing it. They stopped shopping with us because they can't cash your payroll checks with us. So they had to go somewhere else and pay the fee to cash your checks or get direct deposit, so screw them. People piss me off anyway. But then he made the change of, okay, they had to spend $5 or more to get $100 cash back. But the system would not allow to do that. They tried and it didn't work. So it's hitting the no button. And sometimes I would get discussed with these people who so low amount and a big sign right in front of my monitor, which none of them know how to read, obviously, because they can't read where this is, where that is. They're illiterates around here. And blind too, because they can't say, "Are you open?" No, I'm just standing here. I'd say that a lot too. Maybe that's why I had a mediocre raise. But the sign is there. Signs are everywhere. Read the damn signs. And, sometimes I say the system will not allow it. I'll say it again. The system will not allow you to get any cash back until you spend $5 or more. I didn't go that far yet. I will. It's going to push me to that point. I say, the system will not allow it. You have to spend $5 or more. I'm tapping on the monitor sign. Sign that's on a monitor. Oh, I didn't hear you. Like, did you? And I didn't see the sign. Yes, all right, because you're... Two of the registers, 2 out of the 8. Because the 8th one does work, but we don't use as much. Come Thanksgiving, we'll do it again. The pin pads are switched out for 2 of them, 1 and 2. So originally, if we had anything that was, a couple of coins, they can get $200. The rule became spend $5, but push the button to get $100 back. And he said the system will say, because someone took $100 from me on Saturday. I said, I thought it was supposed to change over. He said, no, only the first 2 are working, but when we get the new pin pads, they cannot get more than $25. They can spend anything they want. They can buy a 33-cent, snack, a little nibble granola bar for 34 cents, and get $25 back only. And they'll whine about it, saying, well, too bad. What do you do that for? Well, those are the rules. If it says that, I won't take more money out of it, you can't. System will not allow it. Manager told me that. Oh, 60 manager. Well, fine. It's going to happen that way. My manager said the system will not allow anyone to get more than $25 off their debit card. If you want any money back, there's an ATM from Robbins Financial, whatever it is now. The ATM outside, you can get cash back from that. We are limiting to $25 only. If you write a check, you can only get $25 only because, why should... When we had the $100 thing, I started letting people say, yeah, you get $50 back. Not more than that. I like trying to check. Now it's $25. Why do you do that? Because that's what the rules are. Now back to the ID thing. Scan the driver's license. No, pay unless it has that barcode on there to be scanned. No. You had to have a physical ID and it has had that bar on it. There's a manual override, and when people had problems with it, I said, just use your finger, cover it up, because that's what it's going to be. You have to scan it. You cannot type it in because they want to show the license inside the wallet. No, you give me your damn card. I scan it. Don't like it? Yeah, go somewhere else. You little pissant, whiny piece of garbage, inbred redneck. That's you aren't. Okay. I feel better. So the Coke products are actually a decent price, $2.75 a piece. But I have enough to last me maybe a month. 1 a day. Sometimes only 2. If I'm really thirsty, I need a drink. I need my drink. On ice. Baby. So I have I still have some Bark Trooper on the side. That's a 6-pack there. So I definitely have a month's worth of soda if I drink 1 a day. And longer, if I only drink half, I got to go back to half. I guess it's the frustration. I drink a whole bottle and I'm not going to a second bottle. Sometimes, yes, like I said, sometimes I drink 2 bottles of soda during dinner. Just I need to cut back again. I have the bottle of water. Maybe my skin will clear up, hopefully. But okay, that was a rant about, in general, the stupidity of people. They don't care. They think they're superior than you. They say, why don't you open up more raises? Why don't you put an application? People don't want to work. We had hired 4 people and 3 of them quit. Something like that. You understand why? Because customers are horrible. Whew. I feel much better now. Now I'm going to go through and write down the songs that I like and post them to YouTube. That'll be easy here. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you to my subscribers. I wish you would all be watching. You always have stuff to talk about. And please like, subscribe, share, ring the bell. I always have something to talk about. It usually takes me a few days because, I was supposed to post on Thursday. But I just couldn't. I just couldn't get out. Ended up now it's Monday, Memorial Day, to say everything I want to say. Say you will. Oh, that's a nice one from Foreigner. I like that song too. And as always, oh wait a minute, one more thing. One more big thing for this one. Yeah. There was a grill. We had the giveaway stuff, some companies come by and say, well, whatever you want, we got in the warehouse, we can't get rid of it. There was a grill, a nice, decent grill. They used pellets or something. And it was like 2 days before, because he decided Saturday he was going to do it. No more, I'm going to call these people up. Day before, woman signs one up, daughter signs up, puts her husband's name on it, and tries to do out some more because it ran out of papers. And I was told, no, you can't. You have one entry. And you just smell her breath. She calls up Saturday afternoon. Did you do the drawing? Because I didn't hear you calling out the names because I was there this morning. Why would we be calling out the names of the winners when the winners may not even be in the store? She expected she was going to win because she filled out 3 entry forms, and I was very selective on who I was going to give it to myself. If you're a regular, here, sign one up. But all the others, like food stamps or a bunch of nobodies that don't deserve it, as usual. Like, I spent $200. Yeah, of my money, because I'm paying for your food. So, suck it. This is one of those types. This old trailer thing. Let's see. Sunset Grill. I think I put Sunset Grill by Don Henley. Calls up. I didn't hear an announcement. Who won? We already, and my assistant manager said, we already called the people who won. She said it 3 times. Because I didn't hear names called and everything. What, did you call his name and write out their name? No. What about this name? No. What about this name? No. Well, what? It said, and assistant manager said, my manager already called out the winners. And she goes, well, what's your name? And then, since my manager was still there trying to help out with the monthly inventory, which was still not done through the deli, that's just typical. Looked in the camera before he went to the cooler. She calls him up and said, yeah, your drunk friend was calling to complain about and this and that. So she calls back, I swear to God. Well, here's hoping I win the Powerball tonight, because I'm tired of it. There are people out there that do need help. There's someone out there I kind of met. Sort of. I didn't meet her, no, not in person. I like to... Anyway. Anyway. I'll be like that. I'll be in contact with certain people if I want any money and say, here's some money for you. No, don't worry about it. Just me trying to see that you're taken care of. While I just waddle in middle child syndrome, Georgia, because that's all I need to be. I don't need. No one needs to know exactly where I am. No one will know that I have won anything. But I did buy the Powerball for tonight, so I did make my wish at 11:11. So, again, please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, and remember, time waits and turns slowly.